What is this?
I was gonna wait for Christmas, but I didn't know if it was gonna get moldy, and then I thought it would probably break.
Is it orange chicken?
Same.
Alright, what's going on? Let's talk about this great return of Shane Dawson, girl. We're so much drama, okay? First of all, I want to say, you know, it's the holidays, girl. Everyone's plugging everything, so now it's my turn, okay? I want to plug my makeup collaborations. This is my lipstick with Hank and Henry. I put the link down below. And this is my setting spray with Gerard Cosmetics. That will be down below as well, the link. And also, holiday merch will be down below too. Check it out if you want. So we got to talk about Shane Dawson making his return to YouTube and what I think about it. My opinion, my perspective of it all, girl. And yeah, I mean, look, I just feel like it's so, I don't know, what's hypocritical or whatever, that so many people love Shane Dawson, okay? And then that so many people love a certain YouTuber, and then something happens, and all of a sudden, oh, can no longer support. Oh my God. And they ride the wave, and then when the person comes back to YouTube, oh, I love them so much. Oh, it's so fake, girl. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like them, you don't like them. Fine, don't even talk about them. Whatever, move on, right? I'm just like, I guess because I'm like a Leo, I just kind of like stay loyal to people. And if they do something wrong, doesn't mean I agree with it or you know, I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't always agree with what people say or do. Shame on you. But I'm not gonna totally like distance myself away from somebody or like toss them into the fire or whatever. I just kind of feel like if you really feel like somebody offended you by something, like a joke or something, or just, and I'm not talking about Shane Dawson, it's like anybody, right? If you see something online and you feel like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody tweeted that out. You know, like instead of just like unfollowing, canceling, making posts, like why don't you reach out to them and be like, hey, everything okay? Like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like I just kind of feel like when you do that to people, when you kind of just like leave them alone, toss them to the fire or whatever, then you're doing more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? Like I just kind of feel like if a friend of mine that I feel just like, I don't know, like posted a video or something that people just didn't like, it's like, I wouldn't cancel them. It's like reach out to them, like, are you okay? Like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you never know what people are going through. But all that to say this, Shane Dawson is slowly coming back to YouTube. I feel that he's building up anticipation, and I feel that way because a lot of the Shane Dawson community is like, oh my gosh, he did this, he posted that, he's doing this. And because before it was radio silent, right? Here you have a man who has basically lived and breathed the internet for years, right? For years. So somebody who's been on the internet almost like, let's just say their entire life, then it's hard for them to just totally walk away from it. There's very few people who can just 100% walk away from the internet and never log on, like never, especially in today's world when everything is online. So I thought that it was great that he took some time off, and then he's slowly starting to post, slowly starting to come out more. But you know, I think Shane Dawson is a very caring person, and so that he just kind of cares and very sensitive about what people say, unless that's all fake and he doesn't, which I don't believe so. I think he very much is a very caring, sensitive person, but I just think it sucks that like we live in a day, because, okay, can I just like talk for a minute? I kind of feel like Shane Dawson is such a big YouTuber that literally anything he does, he's like, well, hold on. Like, I can't just like buy ice cream and take a picture of it and like lick the ice cream and oh, it's so good without people thinking it's sponsored, or without people thinking that's my next conspiracy video, or people thinking this or that. Like he literally he posted the other day, he was like, oh hey guys, I just want to congratulate my boyfriend, my fiance for his podcast. And then people are like, oh, no, he's just doing that for views. He's just doing that for this. Like, it can't just be what it is for face value. You know, and I just tend to look at stuff like that. I guess I gotten older, I just kind of like really don't care so much about like just the little stuff. I'm kind of like more like, no, I see the bigger picture, but I don't get wrapped up into like, okay, so because he posted this, then that means this. Like, it's like that, whoa, that's a reach. It's not that deep. Shane Dawson literally just congratulated his boyfriend on his podcast. Pretty much that's what it is. I don't think that it's any deeper than that. And so when I see it, I'm just kind of like, oh girl, it's just so exhausting, you know? But anyways, Shane Dawson's coming back to YouTube. I mean, you can't. I always say, it's the inedible, what I can't even say, edible arrangements. I don't know, girl. It's the, whatever. He's gonna come back to YouTube, and the people that are for him will watch the video, whatever it is, and people who are not, they'll just probably complain about it that he came back to YouTube. Like, honestly, right? And all those people, and if Shane Dawson ever was to have a great moment, right, whether it be a movie he's coming out with that does really well in box offices, whether it's another collaboration that does really well, whether he's able to redeem himself wholeheartedly. All those people who are like, I hate Shane Dawson so much. And y'all gonna ride the, oh, I love Shane Dawson now all of a sudden. Oh my God. Like, girl, let's fake the house. Let's fake the house. You know, it's like, either you're gonna ride someone or you're not gonna ride for someone at all. And I know this video will be like so unpopular, or people are gonna dislike it and stuff like that. But like literally, this is why I really, truly, wholeheartedly love what I do here, because I speak from the heart. And if you speak from the heart, how could you go wrong, right? I'm literally saying that Shane Dawson is gonna come back to YouTube, and when he does, I'll be happy. I'm like, all right, great. Put out some videos. Let's be entertained. Let's watch it. And I think he makes great videos. I think Shane Dawson is an amazing video editor. Amazing. I mean, if you look at different people and how they edit videos, he literally edits videos. Whoa. I don't even know how he picked that up. But whoa, he's a really good video editor. And I just like, I don't know. I just generally miss the content. There are some people who miss other creators when they go. I'm not sitting here and like defending Shane Dawson or totally agree with everything he's did or said, whatever. But I just kind of know that, I mean, you know, and there is a little bit of bias, you know, and I believe that there is something called confirmation bias, meaning that before you even click on the video, you already have your mind made up about a certain situation. And I think that if Shane Dawson posts a video, there are going to be people who are just confirmation bias and are just going to like, just don't like it just because, without even watching the video. You know, I could post a 30-minute video and within the first 2 seconds, I already get a dislike. I'm like, what? You haven't even watched the whole video, girl. Like, oh my God. Like, seriously, in this video, I could say, oh, I'm not defending Shane Dawson. And the first comment, here we go, defending Shane Dawson again. I'm like, oh my God. Like, are you just trolling now at this point? Doesn't make any sense. But all that to say this, I kind of hope that he comes back to YouTube soon. I think he's not coming back in this year at all. You know, I had read online this like crazy conspiracy theory that Shane Dawson was going to do a huge wedding, like a YouTube wedding of Rylan on YouTube, and it was supposed to happen in December, and that he's coming back right now so that the wedding is still gonna happen in December. No, it's not, girl. Okay, I think that might have been. I think that could have been a great strategy to come back to YouTube, like a YouTube wedding thing, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Shane Dawson will come, post a couple videos, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, stuff like that, and then eventually maybe like lead up to it, maybe like getting married and like talking about that. But I do have to like congratulate Rylan for sticking by Shane Dawson through such a hard time, right? Because Rylan could have easily been that guy to just turn his back, walk away, like, I'm not gonna support you, like, oh my God, I have to distance myself away. But he stood by his husband. Well, I call it fiance or whatever. But yeah, and I think that means a lot, you know? And I think that Rylan, it proved, a lot of people were saying that Rylan was there for the money, Rylan was there for blah, blah, blah. I think this proved that he really does care about Shane. You know, and I think that Shane Dawson really does care about Rylan, and the fact that he's supporting him in his new podcast, and that Rylan has a whole new podcast, which is totally different from his YouTube videos. I just think it's great. And it's like, it's like a family unit with Shane and Rylan and Morgan, and they're all like helping each other. And I don't know what's going on with Shane Dawson and his other guy friends. I think, what's that boy's name? Andrew, Garrett. Like, far as I know, they're still friends. Far as I know, honestly, I feel like, because I had said in another video, like they very much seem like the man's man. You know, if they did have drama or beef, they would just keep it between themselves and it wouldn't air it out on the internet. You know, I just kind of feel like that. Because I feel like if you have a friendship with somebody and you really did care about them, you kind of like discuss the drama, like, you know, off the camera or whatever, but everyone's different, you know? You know, but it is interesting. I see, like, I'm not totally blind. Like, has Shane Dawson congratulated or anything to Garrett or Andrew on their podcast, or vice versa? I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. Shane Dawson is coming back to YouTube. I think that he's getting more comfortable in front of the camera, doing more things like that. And it just makes me happy to see that. It makes me more happy to see. And I think that, and honestly, if Shane Dawson is watching this video or whatever, it's kind of like, I know you might feel that a lot of people are angry and upset and they're just like, just being real negative. I think that you'll be surprised that you do have a lot more people who love and support you than you actually think, you know? Because I feel that way too. I mean, I make mistakes all the time. I'll like tweet something stupid or silly or insensitive or whatever, and then people are like so upset or whatever. But I know at the end of the day, I have a lot more people who love and support me than people who don't like me, you know? Anyways, I'll let you guys go. Let me know what you think about all that drama in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, I love you so much.